Hey, I'm Ryan Durgy here for ficksTV. I'm here with Ivory Hours, Luke and Annie. You guys are siblings, so I'm wondering, how does that tie into the vibe of the band?
It creates a really easy singing dynamic is a huge thing. Annie's just like an incredibly intuitive harmony maker. The fact that we have just kind of like a funny wit between us as like having spent 20 some years together, and so yeah, we're a little bit silly, and I think that comes across when we're performing.
I think other people like it too. It's cool to see when siblings can become friends, right? So yeah, I think it's inspiring to other people to see us do what we do together, and just everybody can play with that. We just welcome them into our little families.
Have you guys ever had a weird fan experience or an interesting fan experience?
Someone emailed me recently asking if I could play them to sleep at night, and I was like,
that's strange.
I was like, oh Lord.
So much to say, so little to give. Living downtown with the privileged kid.
Some of the lyrics do have a bit of a deeper meaning, sometimes a darker kind of undertone to it, but it's overlapped with these instrumentals that are very positive and upbeat. Why do you guys choose to do that instead of matching the lyrics kind of with the instrumentals?
It's a bit of a compromise for me because I can be like kind of a rain cloud sometimes. So, you can only, people can only listen to so much of a person being like upset, right? So I think it's really fun to play that kind of like upbeat kind of stuff, and I think it helps people kind of absorb stuff that's not as easy to take, but lets you kind of reflect on it with like a positive mood, Yeah.
Even if you're having a bad day, you strap on the colorful rain boots and you stomp in the puddles on your way out. So I guess it does create an interesting juxtaposition,
for sure.
but I guess that's just how you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
I lie in bed till she gets home, and when she does, I feel alone.
The whole song is kind of about the emptiness of excess, right? It's like that timeless thing where if you have all you have everything, but you're not fulfilled as a person. A lot of experience kind of like ekes its way into the lyrics that you don't even know at first, and then on reflecting about it, you're like, oh, that is kind of about me, I guess.
If you could have a movie based on the history of your band from the beginning to right now, the future as well, what would you name this movie?
Maybe like French Roast. What would you call it?
French roast? Well, like I was just thinking of the wall in terms of it, but I think it might be called The Rain.
Okay, why?
Well, I mean, we moved out to Vancouver, where it rained every single
Yeah.
day, and that was where we got a lot of our roots from. And Luke wrote a lot of those songs on the rainy days out there, and just in general, that melancholy we're talking about could be interpreted as the rain of one's life. Every single show we've played for the last 5 shows, it has poured on us, so it plays an interesting role in our career.
After a rainstorm, there's usually a rainbow, so that kind of ties into your whole theme where, over the rain cover, there's a rainbow, so, the instrumentals over top of the lyrics. I like that.
All right.
I think we gotta write up a script and submit that.
Well, it's yours. ficksTV, you can have it.
Mary tried a little coke, now she can't get in.
Who is Mary? It sounds like a very troubled story.
Mary's not actually a real person, but I think everybody does have an idea of who Mary is, or has a Mary in their life. Like I've known people peripherally who have gone through things like that and who are suffering from that kind of issue.
It's quite obviously about a singular character who's going through some terrible things, and here we have many people who, there's young kids in that video. It's obviously not them going through this, or you should hope not. So it's all these people just kind of celebrating this kind of crazy story, I guess. Yeah.
You got people like happy and having fun on screen, right? Which is what like the beginning of that kind of like drug use is, and then it kind of turns into something a little more monstrous.
And you felt so
I'm so excited to hear that song and all your other songs live. I'm gonna try to do the dance. I've watched that video a bunch of times this week. In the Mary video, how it starts off, there's a dance to it. There's some choreography. Oh, did you? Do you mind? Can you teach me some of the moves before we?
I'll try to remember what we did there, and then yes, I'll do it.